Alright, so it's been a while since I posted a video, but today I'm going to be going over the game that got me to 2100 rapid on chess.com, which has been a long time in the making. And if you stay around till the end of the video, you'll see my entire progression of my chess career and my thoughts about it. So I'm playing the white pieces here, and I've been playing knight f3 lately, which is not what I usually play, but just to switch it up is what I've been playing. And so they play d5, play d4, and then I go into these like Catalan. Well, this is a queen, like a queen's gambit, but I go into like Catalan ideas, taking ideas from. I don't know if you guys know who Wojo is, but I've been trying to use this system more because it's a very systematic approach to the game, and I think that's one way to approach this type of positions because you pretty much always get these similar ideas, and you also avoid like some gambiting lines in standard d4. So when you go like d4, like these gambit lines, you avoid all of that just by playing. Let's go back into the main game. It lets me do that. Just refresh it. Okay, so you avoid all those gambit lines, I feel like. So that's why I've been playing this. Um, Typically, like I said, I'm an e4 player, so d4 is like very different to me. I feel like the games are a lot slower, more positional, and not really what I'm used to, and I like it. So I play into this castle. He goes for these standard like Dutch lines, and I play queen c2 in case he takes. I can take back with the queen and then go into these lines. So takes here, and then I've seen these where they kind of just take the space on the queen side, which is what I was expecting. But he goes here, and I played this that way I can go here. Um, Typically, you can move the knight and then push here, or you can go here. Um, but I guard this pawn so that when I move my knight, if he takes, I can just retake with the pawn, and now I don't have to capture with my queen. So he castles. I go here, like I was saying, and he brings his knight to the center, of course. I guard the pawn, so in the future that if they take, this pawn's like not hanging somehow. He develops his knight. I kind of restrict it here. Maybe going for some kingside push, which ends up does happening in this game. So he just kind of develops his bishop. I bring my knight out, trying to get this nice square, and also preparing to like maybe go here if this diagonal ever opens up. I feel like this is one of the issues with these types of position is it's really hard to know what to do with this bishop. Typically, you like to go out here, but I kind of closed that down, so maybe that's something I should look at in the future. Um, he goes there, probably trying to get into the king side, or I'm not really sure what his ideas are there. I bring my knight to the center. If he takes, I'll probably take here and then grab this nice um, pawn chain here. He doesn't take. He moves his king to the side. So now, when he does this, I'm thinking he's probably just gonna push and then bring his rooks in. So I right away get his knight out, which is his strongest piece currently. It's the only piece on my side of the board. And you know, Bobby Fischer says if there's a piece on your side of the board, you should attack it. So that's what I do. He brings his knight back, the only square he can, unless he wants to lose it somewhere. I keep attacking it. He goes there, and I feel like this was a mistake. I don't think I should have taken his bishop. Probably should have taken his knight. And I say that because this bishop's not really doing anything. It's basically a pawn. And once I take that, it's really his weakest piece. It's stuck behind his entire pawn chain. And if the position closes down, these knights are going to be a lot stronger. Coming in here if I ever push, where this bishop is almost has no way to get active at all. So I feel like this was probably a mistake. I probably should have taken the knight, and it comes with the tempo on the king. But okay, I took the bishop because I thought bishop pair. I mean, it might be the best move. I'm not sure. I don't really analyze my games with the engine ever. So yeah, I took the bishop. He took with the queen, obviously. Maybe he could have taken with the knight, but I think the knight's well placed here. So he takes that. I bring my knight towards the middle, get it a little bit more active. Maybe bring my queen here in the future. He brings his rook there, and I kind of played this move. Yeah, you see, I took like 4 seconds, and the thought behind it was that he moved this rook to potentially go into this open file and put pressure on this queen. But I decided that I would just close it down. And now this rook is not really doing anything on this file. And this bishop really has, if it goes back here, it's not doing anything at all. And eventually my bishop potentially will come out and play along these diagonals he can never push because I can take. And his bishop just becomes worse because I clog up all the dark squares. He goes back as I expected. I bring this, planning for just to get my rooks connected. I think is the main idea. Yeah, probably just the rooks being connected. I played this game like a week ago, so it took me a little time to get it uploaded, but that's okay. He brings his queen back. I think he's kind of in the same boat as me. Not really sure what to do. So we're just kind of shuffling pieces while we're trying to gain our ideas. I bring my rook to the middle, to the center, line it up with the queen in case there's a potential for like takes. You know, there's just always tricks on the queen when the rook and the queen are lined up. One of the things I learned when studying. He pushes, so now he's going for it. He's deciding that he wants to open up the king side. He has a lot of pieces on this side. But I feel like his king, is his king weaker? I don't really know. In this position, I don't think so. But I feel like my king has more potential to get into its safe spot than his because he has all these pieces blocking and he's going to have to move these in order to get his king to run, which can take a lot more moves and he might not even have the time, where mine can just boom, right away run and we're coming in for an attack. So I take, again, I think at this point I'm just planning to go here and then stack my rooks on this file. He takes with the knight. Like I said, I'm just moving my king and we're just going to take over this file. We don't want his queen to get in if this knight ever moves, or if he takes and then comes in. We don't want to give him opportunity to pressure on this pawn, especially because this pawn's super weak. We pretty much have no pieces that can guard it. So that's why I want to get my pieces in as quick as possible so that I'm the one attacking, not him. So I bring my rook in. He brings his rook to defend this pawn. Probably a good idea. Like I said, I have tempo on this knight. And now we're just going to stack these rooks. I think he goes here. No, he doesn't. He guards it. Probably a good idea, I would say. A little passive. Like he's starting to, like I said, I'm the one attacking now, and this knight is only being guarded by a queen, which can, lead to some potential tactics in the future. I stack my rooks, and now I have a ton of pressure on his king. He starts running basically, and I played here. I think I just, oh, okay, yeah, I remember now. I was planning to go here to like try to slide in my queen. I didn't really know what to do. Like I spent over a minute on just this because I mean, I have, my pieces are pretty nice, but what is there left, I mean, I guess I can go here but then I'm just trading off pieces while I'm the one attacking. That's not typically a good idea. Maybe this doesn't work. This is kind of interesting, but I don't think that works. Anyways, I just go for this. And so like I said, I'm just shuffling pieces, trying to decide where I want to coordinate them. And then I think this pawn's actually hanging. Oh no, it's not. That's why I'm the rook. It's guarding it now. Okay. So now he crashes in the center, which is to me was kind of like I felt like it was wrong because I'm he has a lot of pressure on him already, and I feel like he should have wasted some more time, or not wasted, but spent some more time like coordinating his pieces, maybe connecting these knights. I mean, obviously you can't go there, but maybe going here, attacking the knight this way, and yeah, I felt like it was a bit premature for him to like crash in the center, because I think crashing in the center leads to open up my bishops, and that was kind of my downfall so far, was that this bishop is not opened up. But okay, he crashes in the center. I take, he takes, I take, he takes, and now I go for the trade because I felt like actually I think I just lose a pawn here. We'll see. He didn't go for it. Oh, because I could take this one. But then he could trade the queen for the two rooks, and he's gonna start stacking these rooks. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a very interesting game for sure. And you can see we're pretty even on time at this time. And time is a very important one on this game. It eventually comes down to time, but okay, I won't spoil it. I pushed there, which like I said, I started getting a little nervous on the time, so I just pushed the pawn. And I think this was a terrible idea because I gave him this square for his knight, which is super good for when he starts coming down this lane. It's pretty much, it's over. I have nothing really. I think this pawn was a big mistake for me. I had nothing to defend it really. I kind of traded all my pieces that were available to defend it. So I go here trying to trade off this knight. It's super strong knight. Takes, and then check takes is good. So he goes and defends that. I take anyways just because that knight is super strong. And defend the pawn. And then now, like I said, he's going to start putting pressure on this pawn, and it's not going to look good for me. I attack this pawn, and he takes this square, which is a really good square. And now I'm left to defend with just my king and kind of just hold on. He goes here and now double attacking this pawn. Coming in here. I mean, he's coming in hot. I go here to defend this. And now he just starts pushing his pawns on this side, which, yeah, I mean, I guess I really have no play. I can go here maybe and try to come in on this side, but this is probably good by him. I just take, he takes, and then, oh yeah, this pawn was hanging, and I decided to go for it. And this is where it gets kind of interesting because when he pushed his pawn, I wanted to take initially, but then, I mean, I thought there was just like crazy tactics along this side, and ultimately I did take, but I think this was the wrong move. I think this is where he went wrong because he lets me trade off the queens, and now I'm up a clean pawn. So if anybody's pushing, it's me for a win. Now, if he would have taken with the rook, that would have been interesting for sure. Maybe I could have gone here. No, because you could just take with the king. I go here. I don't know. Very interesting game. But anyways, he took there. I took there. And then now, like, I think I'm just winning. Like, he can't really defend. I don't know why I didn't just take the pawn. Oh, because then this pawn's hanging. Yeah. So now I'm just pushing my pawns. And at this point, I think I know I'm winning because I have 50 seconds and he has 16, and there's no increment in this game, so I just start playing on clock, which is probably a bad idea. I don't recommend doing that because you'll see it costs me. I go here, he goes there, and then I just blundered the pawn. I spent 6 seconds thinking about this because I was scared of him checking and then like I don't know where to go, and then he just takes the pawn, and then I mean, oh, it's gonna yeah, he just ends up flagging, but okay, I played it a little bad in the end game, but I mean it's still end game, but yeah, that was the game, and that's the game that got me to 2100. And just to look at the stats, I started. I mean, I've been playing for a long time, but I stopped playing for years, and then I played a couple games with a friend, and then only in 2022, which is my when I got into college, or I got into college in 2021, but like my sophomore year, I joined some clubs and started playing chess again, and I was 800 elo, like actually less than 3 years ago, and I slowly climbed all the way up, all the way. Now 2100, top 99 percentile, and it was definitely a lot of studying. A lot of I don't know if 2,500 games is a lot in I don't know like 2 years, 2.5 years, but that's my stats, and I think I'll make a video of like what I used to study or like what books I read because I have a cabinet right here, and I had like at least 15 books that I don't know if I read through all of them, but I've read through a lot of them, and I think online I haven't played like I said well, I was playing Blitz, but okay, we don't talk about that. um, I haven't been playing much at all. Like, see, this was my last game, which was a long time ago. Um, and I think I'm at the point where I've been just studying, and right now I'm more focused on getting once it loads up this up. So this is my over the board rating. Um, and I think right now I'm gonna be more dedicated to finding or being able to play in tournaments that I can get. I want to get up to 2,000 on here by like the end of this year, which I think is very possible. And that's kind of my goal right now. And I'll probably make a video on like I said, all the studying materials that I did to reach 2100, and hopefully I'll be able to document my journey as well on my tournaments that I'm going to be playing hopefully soon. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. That way you can catch those videos. Thanks.